Hi, Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, welcome back to Intuitive Insights. We are going to do a 5-card draw. So the first card is going to be your situation. Second card is going to be your influence of that situation. Third card is the peekaboo. Fourth card is going to be suggestion. And the fifth card is going to be the outcome. If that is of interest to you, stay along. Mama, you're the queen. My heart, your love and brought peace in the stars. Mama, I just want you to know, loving you is like food to my soul. Yes, it is. Ooh, you got a lot of fire. So we have Page of Wands for your current situation. And then we have the High Priestess. That is the influence of the situation. Now, that's kind of tricky. Hold on. The only reason I say it's kind of tricky because it tells me that, yes, you're very intuitive, but you're getting like a lot of heavy emotional experiences. So like people are bringing you news that you're like processing. You're also not getting rest in your sleep because you're getting a lot of messages, like they're coming in and they're hitting hard and heavy. And then in your action right now, although you're receptive to it, you need like an outlet. That's what it's giving me. You need some kind of outlet, like to break out of it. So let me clarify this Page of Wands for you. And I don't mean break out of it like you're incarcerated by your gifts, but it's like you're kind of holding this in. You might be using Mama, I just want you to know, loving you is like food to my soul. So here you have the Wheel of Fortune, the Devil, and the Eight of Swords. All right, so I think it is the same. You might be using hanky panky as your way to release, to let go, kind of escape. It's like a form of distraction instead of really processing these messages that you're getting. Because what you're not seeing is that there's a lot of fights. And I think these fights are driven by you mingling with others. It's not necessarily like you're out to hurt people, and you have no intention of that. It's just, you know, good experiences, good times. And really it's because here intuitively, Aquarius is not one to run away from gifts. I mean, you're all about liberating, all about awakening, and you constantly get downloads. That's why Aquarius is so weird. It's hard to like really put fingers on Aquarius, because Aquarius is constantly just going. If you look at the angels that represent Aquarius, you'll understand. Like, Aquarius has been here before time. You know what I mean? It's given me Sandman and death. How she said, I was here when the world was created, and I'll be here when it ends. Because she just collects and travels you on with great discipline too. If you look, I think it's season 2 where she even has to collect. She's there for the wedding, and she knows at the end of that night that the bride, her new niece, is going to be collected. And she also foresees the journeys that he goes through. I can't even remember his name, but the point is it, I don't think it's Poseidon. I can't even think of his name right now, but the point is, ooh, I sat on that leg too long. The point is, Aquarius is like that. You embody that knowledge. You can know the truth and not speak about it. Just be the one to analyze it. You see it coming, but you don't say nothing. If someone inquires something, you don't tell them the truth. You kind of tell them what they need to keep it calm, cool, and collected. You know what I mean? So here, I think your outlet is like a physical activity to like let it out. You're trying to process everything, but still trying to kind of live your life. But it's causing you confusion. You may be one that's at the precipice, I love that word, of saying, you know what, I'm just going to own this and be like a shaman. I'm going to own this and be a medium. I'm going to own this and be an oracle worker or something like. Nah, oracle was a big stretch. I think shaman really hit the head. But it's your time to I don't want to say be selfish, but it's like, because you're not being selfish. You want to do something for the cause. But currently with this Page of Wands, it's like you're in this vicious cycle of feeding your outlet, you know, your act of escapism, and it's calling a push and pull with you. I don't think you're necessarily fighting with other people. It does give me like family vibes, though. Like you could be on the outs, or like at a not so happy standpoint with those you love. And it's just because you're trying to like blend in. Look at that. King of Cups is at the bottom. Five of Pentacles is at the bottom. And then there's your card. My girl out here naked, so I got to cover it. But it's the Star. All right. The healing will come when you finally own a position and play it. Like, I'm no cap. You're giving me pain right here. Strong pain in my neck. This is mine, you can't take it. All right, let's look at your advice. As long as I know. Ooh, if you like one that's like really naughty, you could be, you could be utilizing other people's, like your connections with other people, and like sending like one entity to take from others. Kind of like succubus energy, but it's no succubus energy. All right, here we go. Let go. Oh, that was a big delay. All right, anyways. So your advice here is Page of Pentacles. So you're starting with a page and you ended with a page. And this is young, like beginning young, new energy. You're like at a point of trying to figure out what to do. The opportunities are in front of you. Learning to seize every opportunity that comes your way. So maybe those that you are connecting with are beneficial for you. And then you have here the World. So really just analyze. You need to analyze. You need to do your homework. Don't just jump in one way and just be like, oh, you know what? I knew that was going to happen. I need to be a shaman and help you. I knew she was going to start getting depressed and having this issues. You know what? I knew he was going to get caught up. I tried to tell him. He didn't want to listen to my advice. He said the plan was going to be good. And I told him the plan looked tricky. I need to start advising people on this. You got to understand, once you put your foot in that puddle, it's wet. When you in there, ain't no in out like that. You need to, but for you Aquarius, you need to just dive and learning, understanding exactly what that's going to entail, because once you take a different path in life, it does cause friction with all those you are connected with. At the bottom of the deck, you do have the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords, which is definitely Gemini, is Gemini and Aquarius energy. You have Libra energy, and then you have Four of Wands. Ooh, then you got the Two of Cups. All right. So the point here that I'm making is that the decision that you make, whether you choose to keep moving this way or that way, you're at the point now where you can't keep feeding this spirit. See, I'm trying to be loose with it. But if you this Aquarius, you get it. You gotta do more. Utilize it differently. Your ability to do said thing. And then not only that, too, the people that you're involved. Once you make a decision to go one way, everything that is, it does cause a tower moment, because those who you're connected to do play a part in your story, your life story. It also feeds into your experience, you know what I mean? Or adds value to your experience. So really think about that. But the World being here is the full cycle. So it's telling me, yeah, you is in the Page of Wands, but you're going to end with the World card. So you're going to make a decision probably by the end of this week. It's very soon. If not, you ain't already had it before you saw this clip. All right, baby. Is it going to be beneficial? Yes. Are you going to be bomb shit? Yes. Okay, and I mean bomb shit in a good way, not like you gonna poop out. But Aquarius is like to say a lot with saying nothing. That's Aquarius for you. Aquariuses are interested individuals. Just know, yes, it's going to be beneficial, but it's also going to be detrimental in the beginning in regards to relationships. All right? That is what I got for you, Aquarius. It was beautiful reading for you. I will see you in the next reading. Bye.